so bright in here. It was making me look like I was about to go in somebody's casket. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here. My name is Tayia B, and this video is actually going to be my first ever makeup related video. It's not a tutorial because I mean I still don't know what I'm doing. It's kind of just let's try it out and see what happens, see how this video turns out. But I have pretty much everything that I'm going to be using set out in front of me. Y'all, please don't come for me in the comments, okay? I'm telling y'all, when I tell you I'm a beginner, like I'm legitimately a beginner. Like I dibble and dabble in makeup, but by no means am I a professional. I'm still trying to work on my eyeshadow. I still don't know how to do eyeliner, and I can hardly apply fake eyelashes. So this is going to be truly an experience. But if you have any suggestions or methods that I can improve on, then definitely let me know that down in the comment section. But again, please be nice. You know, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my in the words of Miss Erica Badu. Anyway, so I'm going to be showing you guys what I'll be using. I'm trying out a lot of products for the first time today too. So if my makeup comes out looking a little crazy, blame it on the products, not me. Just kidding. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get started, I guess. So first I'm going to prime my face, and I'm going to use the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. That's this one right here. I really like this primer because of the gripping effect, and it feels good on my skin, and a little bit does go a long way. My skin is already moisturized, and to prep my skin, I use the Fresh Strawberry Exfoliating Face Wash, and I really like this face wash, excuse me, because it's gentle on the skin, and the exfoliating factor is like small, like um, sugar crystals. And I think it has something else. Let me see. Yeah, so there's two sizes of sugar crystals, and they actually really do melt away as you apply warm water to your face. So that's why I really love it, because it's not harsh on my skin whatsoever. So I use that, and then to kind of just refresh my skin and all that good stuff, I used the Kadali, I think that's how you pronounce it, Beauty Elixir. And I really like this one because it is super refreshing, and it also has peppermint oil, so it kind of just gives like a really nice like tingle. It doesn't tingle too much, but it does feel really good, at least to me it does, on my skin. And then for moisturizer, I used one that I picked up recently. It's a Supergoop Super Screen Daily Moisturizer with SPF 40. And I like this moisturizer because it is light. As you can see, it does give my skin like a natural looking kind of glow. But again, it's light, at least for me it is. I was using another moisturizer before that was just way too thick for me. And also I love the fact that it has SPF. Y'all, even though I'm black, and even though you may be black, you need SPF. Like, you need to wear sunscreen. Like, sun damage happens to everybody, so please don't believe the hype when people say, oh, you don't need sunscreen because no, you need it, okay? So yeah, right now I'm just gonna go in with about a 1 pump, maybe 1.5 pumps of the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, and I'm not going to rub it in. I'm just going to put it on my face and then pat it in, because I don't want it to ball up. I noticed that when I use too much of the primer, it does have a tendency to kind of ball up whenever I apply my foundation. So I'm even going to get my eyes, because I am going to do eyeshadow. And I'm trying to decide if I want to do eyeshadow first or after I do my foundation. But I think I'm going to do it first, just in case I mess up, then it'll be easier to take it off. And I love this primer because it does have like a little sticky feel, which I'm sure is what helps with the gripping effect. So I think I want to keep my eye look relatively simple. Trying to decide which palette I want to use. Okay, so I have decided that I'm actually going to use two palettes. The first palette is it's my Ray Ray collab that she did with BH Cosmetics. So it's this palette, and I like it because it has shadows as well as like a highlighting and contouring area on the palette. So I really like that, and I feel like this palette right here is super beginner friendly because it pretty much has everything that you need in one place, and I really like that. And then I'm probably gonna just add a little sparkle situation with the ColourPop California Love palette. Trying to decide. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do that because I feel like the It's My Ray Ray palette has some really good like transition shades and things of that nature. So I'm gonna first start out with that one. And I actually don't have a eyelid primer. So instead of using an eyelid primer, I am gonna put a little bit of concealer on my eyelids just to give it like a nice even tone. I probably should do my eyebrows though. I haven't really had my eyebrows like threaded or done or anything like that in a minute, so they're looking a little crazy. So I think I actually might have to do a little bit to my brows. Yeah, so I'm really not a big eyebrow person. Even when I have to do them, I keep it super simple. I usually just brush them up and fill them in when needed. I don't do all that extra like drawing and all that stuff because I already have super thick eyebrows. So whenever I do anything to my eyebrows, the parts where I mostly focus on is like right here on my tails, because those are the areas where it's the most like sparse. But other than that, I don't really fill in too much else. Again, because I already have dark eyebrows and I just don't want to overdo them. So for me, I like my eyebrows the way that they look. I'm a very natural brow type of person. Although I do need to do a little bit of plucking right here. I see some little strays, but it's all good. Yeah, so that's all I think I'm gonna do to my eyebrows for real. I'm just gonna keep them very natural looking. So first things first, I'm going to go in with the shade. Should I use Spice or Control Freak? I'm gonna use the shade Spice and put that all over my lid. So that's this shade right here. This is just a super subtle, nice transition shade. And for today, I am going for like a soft-ish type of look. So I'm just taking this shade Spice all over my lid and making sure to really blend it out. I'm gonna get a clean brush, and for my crease I kind of just want to darken it a little bit, so I'm gonna go in with Control Freak and just kind of darken that up a little. Not sure if it's giving me the look that I want. I feel like Control Freak is a little too similar to Spice. I'm gonna go in with Midnight. Ooh, I'm a little nervous because it's really dark. Okay, yeah, that's better. And then I'm gonna take that brush that I used with Spice and just kind of like blend it out toward the top so that it doesn't look too like choppy. By the way, I didn't add anything else to this brush. I'm just using what's left on there. Then I'm going to go in with another clean brush with the color Sunset and put that on my lid. I can't even tell if that even looks like anything, y'all. I probably should have used a different brush for this, but I'm limited in what I can use considering. So this is just a blending brush. I'm first going in and blending out that top part a little more, and then I'm kind of just blending out the area between my crease and my lid just to give it a more cohesive like blend, I guess. Okay, I mean, I don't know guys, it just looks like a blur, like a blob of stuff. I mean, I don't know. Alright, I really don't know if it's going to get any better from here. So, I'm going to go ahead and go in with my shimmer from the California Love palette. And I'm going to be using Surfrider in, oh, or should I use Chahunga? I think I'm going to use Chahunga in the center of my lid and then Surfrider on my inner tear duct. And I'm going to apply it with my finger. Actually, I'm going to do Chahunga all over my lid on top of that color because it's like a really pretty like coppery color. And I feel like it actually kind of brings this eye look together. I honestly feel like shimmers can make anything better. Actually, you know what? This one doesn't look so bad. I need to clean it up. But this one, I feel like I need to blend it out a little bit more, especially in the crease area. I think I went a little too ham with Midnight on this side. I'm going to take this little pointy, small precision brush. This is actually from e.l.f. And I'm taking Surfrider and putting it right in my inner tear duct. And I am bringing it up just a little bit so that it can blend in with Chahunga on my lid. So this is what my eye look looks like so far. Honestly, usually the type of look I go for, minus the midnight dark color. I don't really use dark colors. But as far as like the shimmery goes, this is the type of look that I generally go for because I love shimmer eyeshadows. I am going to take this like smudge type brush and take Sunset on my lower lash line. I've actually never done that either with my makeup, so y'all, this is a lot of firsts for me in this video. Okay, so I was going to try to do lashes and eyeliner and all that stuff, but I think I'm going to save that for another video because if I mess up, I'm going to be really sad. So I'm going to just go in with my favorite mascara. Well, actually, I guess I can do mascara last. So I'm going to finish the rest of my face right now, and then I'll come back in and do my mascara and stuff. And for my sponge, I'm trying out for the first time the Juno & Co. Microfiber Lavender Velvet Sponge. And I also have the Microfiber Lemon Drop Sponge. So I may end up using both of them, but for right now, I'm definitely going to be using the Lavender Velvet Sponge. Okay, so this is my first time using this sponge, so I'm just reading the directions because reading is fundamental. And it says that you're supposed to wet the sponge completely, and you can use the sponge wet or dry to apply makeup products. But I think it says submerge your Juno sponge under water and squeeze out any excess to begin. So I think I need to wet it completely before I use it for the first time. I don't know. So I'm just going to go ahead and go get this sponge wet. Alright, so I have wet the sponge, and y'all, I love the way the sponge feels already. Like, it's super squishy even before I wet it. Obviously it's microfiber, so it feels different to me than the beauty blender. I do also have a beauty blender. I need to clean it though. But so far, like, just from the feel of this, I feel like it's gonna give like a nice pouncing type of situation on my face. And it said that you do not want to apply your foundation directly to the sponge because it'll apply too thick. So for my foundation, okay, I don't know what my foundation shade is anymore because I have a permanent tan. Well, it's probably not permanent, but I have a serious tan. You probably can't tell on camera, but I've been in the sun a lot. Like, it's super hot here, and yeah, your girl has gotten a serious tan since moving to Japan. Ooh, that rhymed. I should have been a rapper. Just kidding. No, I shouldn't have. So I'm going to see if this foundation is still my shade. This is the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation in the shade Cinnamon. It's for deep with golden undertones. Now, I have a really weird undertone. So before, when I used this foundation, it looked really good at first, like when I applied it. Excuse me, but there were some days I didn't really like the way that it looked. Usually I will correct with a little either concealer or orange corrector, especially in those areas like where I have acne scarring, but we're just gonna go for it. I like to start with a little bit of foundation and then work my way up because I'm really not like a full coverage foundation type of person. So I'm gonna just start with a little bit and work my way up. This foundation smells different from what I remember. Not that it stinks, I just don't even remember it having a scent. It has like a little floral scent unless I'm just smelling something else. So let's go in with the sponge and see how it works out. Okay, so already I'm really liking this sponge. I feel like it is evenly distributing the foundation. I may end up going in with my brush just because there's a brush that I absolutely love that I bought from Sephora a while ago, and I think they discontinued it. But it really gives me like a flawless airbrush type of look. So I may end up going in with that. So that was just one application of the e.l.f. foundation, and y'all, this is not my shade no more. Okay, so to highlight, I have the e.l.f. 16-hour concealer in Deep Chestnut. I also have the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer in Butterscotch. So I'm gonna try the 16-hour camel concealer first since I'm using the e.l.f. foundation. I can actually see why people do their eyes last, because if you're doing like highlight and all that, then you may mess up your situation. Oh, I put way too much right there. Oh well. And I'm gonna go in with the same sponge just because it already has foundation on it, so it'll like kind of pull it together, hopefully. Okay, so my concealer's on. This looks really bright. I have to fix this because y'all, on my screen on here, I look crazy. Let me see if it's my laptop. Okay, that's a little better. It was so bright in here. It was making me look like I was about to go on somebody's casket. I'm gonna use this one from Fenty Beauty. This is the Pro Filter in Honey. So this one is supposed to be brightening. So I'm gonna use this under my eyes and hope that I don't look too crazy. And I'm not gonna let this sit because I don't want it to get like too bright. Okay, so this is how I'm looking so far. I'm now gonna go ahead and add some bronzer. So for that, I'm using the Fenty Beauty bronzer bronzer in the color Caramel Cutie. So now I'm gonna go in with my Juno & Co translucent setting powder. I haven't used this one yet, so I have no clue how it will work for me. And it definitely gives you like an airbrush type of look. A little bit of the powder goes a long way though. I think I might have used just a little bit too much on that part of my face. For my blush, I'm going to use this blush from e.l.f. It's in the shade Radiant Peach. The brush that I would usually use is dirty, so I'm gonna just have to make it work with what I can. So you can see that it has like a little bit of shimmer. I don't know if you can really see it better on this side. It has a little bit of shimmer, but I'm still gonna add highlight. This one is from ColourPop. It's their stick highlighter, and this is in the shade Boss. It's a really pretty like gold highlighter, so I'm just gonna warm it up on the back of my hand. And now I'm just gonna use a brush to apply it. For lipstick, I'm gonna line my lips with the BFF4 from the Shayla by ColourPop collab. For my lipstick, I'm going to be using the lipstick from the Shayla by ColourPop Cosmetics in the shade Come On Sis. On top of that, for the lips, I'm going to go in with my Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fenty Glow. Now to go in with my mascara. This is like my absolute favorite mascara. Like even if I'm just going out just to hang out or whatever, I love this mascara. It's the Monsieur Big from Lancome. For my lower lash line, because it is a little harder to get to and I really don't want to mess up my makeup, I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Paris Unlimited mascara. And I like this mascara because it has this bendable wand and it makes it easier to get your lower lash line. So I did go in and add a little bit of highlight to my nose, the bridge of my nose, and then under my eyebrows just a little bit. So I think that's all that I'm gonna do as far as makeup goes for today, because yeah, this was really just a trial run to see if I was even able to do my makeup on camera. And I mean, for my first like true attempt, I personally don't think I did too bad, but you be the judge and you tell me down in the comment section. But before I forget, I am gonna set my makeup. So I forgot to record an outro, but I'm about to show you what the final look was like. Let me know down in the comment section how you feel it turned out. Also, let me know if you want to see more of my makeup practicing videos. But with that being said, I'll see you in the next video.